Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody's YouTube's working. Obviously, if it's not, you can't hear us anyway. So that was a bit of a surprise earlier on, wasn't it? No YouTube and various other things with Google not working either. So anyway, we're here. I will bring in my worms, who I've got today. And I've got Mark, Gentleman Woodturner, and Steve from SK Crafts. Deal might be popping in, not too sure. All depends on his workload, really. Right then, what am I doing today? Doing Gnomey McGnomeface. That's what I'm doing today. This is all stemmed from a demonstration that Woodturning 360 had last weekend by Rebecca de Groot. There was a bit of a feedback session in the meeting on Tuesday night about how she did it and what she was doing and everything. And somebody suggested that you could quite easily turn this into a box, which one of the guys in the club did and put photographs up the other day. So I had to go the other day and I thought, yeah, I'll do that for a live. Why not? Just to show people how I do it. So that's what we're going to do. So I'll change camera onto the overhead. I'm using ash. The body is, let's see, about 3.5 by 3. It'll be a bit shorter than that once I put the tenon on for the chuck and everything. I'll leave that one in for the moment. And his hat is going to be, I've got around about 6 inches by 3, so that'll end up around about 5 inches long. And when I put the photograph up the other day, somebody suggested, seeing as how it's Gnomey McGnomeface, he should have a kilt. So he's going to have a kilt as well. Right, I'll get on and start doing some turning. If you guys want to let me know who's in the chat.
Go for it, Steve.
Oh, hang on, I can't. I mean, I just had to log in as myself because that's coming up as Nick. So people are saying, hi, Nicky. It weren't Nick, it was me.
I'll do it then. Right, so we've got no particular order, people. I'm just doing this off the YouTube list. In alphabetical order. Andy H is for turning. Harry's Wood Creations. Brent B. Cross, Brickhouse Craftworks, Circular Wood by Keith. It has well David Miller. Doug Miller. At Wood Fun Round. Four Kings Owls. Hodgepodge. Ian B. John S. Keith Wright. Mark Pritchard. Some bloke from Bude. Likes captive rings. Neil Gold. Nicola Curvell, which is actually Steve. Pete from Twisted Trees. Rex B. Richard RJK Spinning Wood. Some bloke called Steve. SK Craft. Steve Scott. TJ Turning. Tommy's Workshop. Wivey Woodshed. And Wood Dude. If I missed anybody, blame YouTube because I was reading off a list.
So this thing about YouTube, that all went down this morning, did it?
Yeah, everything crashed. Mo Valley Maker, Ellie 2 Meadows, Alfred 521628. Welcome along, everybody. Yeah, Gmail crashed, Google, YouTube.
Blimey, Gova, the world's coming to an end.
Yeah, it was the end of the world. We almost had to speak to each other.
Right, I'll just get the...
Steve Wilson's in. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Neil Gould's having to pop off. He's got to go back to work. See you later, Neil.
Oh, no. Excuse me.
Robert Dolman's in. Hi, Robert.
Steve Wilson, is that a new one? I haven't seen that gentleman before.
No, Steve's been in before. He's from up this area.
Ah, okay. Welcome, Steve.
61 in. Fine. Tommy's Workshop, Paul Lockwood. Welcome along.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Doug's disappointed it weren't Nick and that was me. Sorry, Doug.
I liked what Pete said earlier. He said YouTube crashed because some bloke in Nude put a captive ring on the server.
Yeah. Greg Alexander. Afternoon, Greg.
Mike Hughes in. Mike Hughes retired from Ilminster.
Mark Pritchard, question, best place to buy wooden dice? Good question, that is. I'd say somewhere like, I don't know if he's in the UK. Yeah, Mark's in the UK, isn't he? Somewhere like B&M or somewhere like that. Some cheap jack shop, I would have thought.
Craft World. Are they still going? Craft World?
Make your own. You could make your own. Craft World, yeah? Hobbycraft, isn't it? Was it Hobbycraft?
Hobbycraft. I think something like that. eBay is probably your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, just type into Google where to buy wooden dice.
Yeah. Any cheap shop, I would have known. Hi, Jennifer.
I do apologise, Jennifer, and my most sincerest apologies.
And so you should.
I know, I'm hanging my head in shame. Hello, Jennifer.
With Docky's pay, Jennifer. From you know. Hi, Colin.
Yeah.
Colin Woodwardry. Hi. Afternoon, sir. How are you?
Right. First thing we'll do is just get a parting off point on this around about there.
Good place to put a captive ring, that would be, Wayne.
What, on a hat?
Put them anywhere.
Have you got a captive ring obsession at the moment?
Ready for today. Pete says, see what happens when you mess with captive rings, Mark. Not only do you crash Google, but you miss Jennifer.
This might be cooking with the rough and gouge.
Hell of a rough and gouge, isn't it?
Inch off at a time.
Get after it. Wow.
Oh. That looked like a funnel.
Yeah, Steve, see, now that's how you make a funnel.
Yeah. Benjamin, did you just join the chat? Hi, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Oh, good afternoon, Keith, if I didn't say hello to you.
Mo Valley's asking, is that rough and gouge 1 1/4 or is it bigger? Looked like a 1 1/2, but
It's an inch across the flute.
Inch across the fruit. It's a big gouge, isn't it?
big.
Hi, Lee. Sorry.
Hiya, Lee.
How are you?
Is that Lee in?
Yes.
Yeah, my Lee. Yeah, my niece.
We were just talking about you earlier on, Lee. Hope you're keeping well.
That's why she came in. Her ears are burning.
Yeah. She heard you on the grapevine.
Right, so what I've got to do now is just make a small dimple right at the end, just to fit in a wee decoration. Okay. I'm going to start refining the shape now.
Question there for you, Steve.
Question for Steve. Do you have a diesel parking heat in your Land Rover? I've got one in my other one, damn thing. Yes, I do have a parking heater in my Range Rover. Yeah, I think they're just like a cab. I'm not sure what they look like. But I would imagine they're like a
They
lot
look like a boiler. They look like a
Yeah.
little boiler that you get in a kitchen.
Right, okay. I would imagine they're very similar system to what they used to have in the lorry cabs.
Yeah.
But I believe they heat. I'm almost sure they heat the hot water of the engine to keep the engine warm. But yeah, they're ideal. They're brilliant. Comes on a half hour. I put on a half hour before I use the car, and that's lovely. You get in the car, and it's lovely and warm before you even get in it.
For King House, make sure though that you get a carbon dioxide sensor for the workshop.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Don't take any chances, mate.
They're very quiet. I will give them that. You hardly hear it when I run them.
We were only saying nice things, Lee. Oh.
Rex B question. Have you turned cherry berry? China berry. Cherry berry.
Cherry berry.
China berry. Is it easy? Is it better turning than green or dry? Don't know. Never turned it.
I've never turned it either.
If these two haven't, I certainly haven't.
All right. Move the tool rest.
Roughly how thin are you going with that, Wayne?
That's it.
Right, okay. So what's that, 5 mil? Something like that? A bit more?
Oh, at its thinnest point. Yeah, let's have a look. Thinnest point. Round about 6.
Right, okay.
Just want to refine this bit here. Get rid of some of the tool marks.
Good afternoon, Mark Stroughton.
Hi, Mark.
Ah, you say hello to Mark and you didn't say hello to Jennifer.
No, I know.
Favoritism.
Well, I learned my lesson.
Graham Hayes has just joined, or Haynes just joined.
Hey, Graham.
Oh, hello, Jennifer. She's calling me baby now, look.
Oh. I know it wasn't directed at me.
Because you missed her out.
I'm just going to put a bit of an undercut just beside where the tenon is.
Jason Addis is in. Hi, Jason. Welcome along.
Talking out. There's a cheap one from China, 85 quid. I have a monoxide poison already. Protect him already. For the 245 volt converter. I don't think they use a lot of diesel. You know what I mean? Because
No, they don't.
no, I wouldn't imagine so. Well, mine's only on a timer. Mine only comes on for 30 minutes at a time.
Wayne, Keith's asking if I can drop a link in a bit for his live tomorrow.
Yeah, of course you can.
Oh, he's got his PC sorted, does he?
Yep.
Good man. Good
On
man.
this PC, it was his mouse, apparently.
Oh, really? Ben's curious, Wayne. He wants to know what technique you're going to use for drilling his nose.
What technique am I? Well, I'll show you when I get the body.
Ben, you just got to be patient and wait.
See, at least on this, on doing it this way and making a box, you're not having to drill. Seeing as how the way Rebecca does them, it's an ornament. But doing it this way, you don't have to drill into the hat and into the body to join them together.
There's the link for Keith's lunchtime live tomorrow.
Very nice.
Go and check him out. If you're not subbed, consider giving the guy a sub. Good wood turner, really good.
He's all right. He's not bad.
Yeah. Thought it'd go into his head.
Don't boost him up too much. You won't be able to get back out of the workshop.
Of course, you got my live tonight, 8 o'clock UK time.
Captive rings.
Yeah, possibly. I'm only messing about. I might.
No.
I might.
Oh, you can't do that to us, Mark.
Captive rings on the box.
Yeah. Why not?
That could be a ring box.
I was only messing.
Right. So I think what we'll do.
I made the lid too big and the base too big.
Yeah.
We'll
Shape
put
was
some
totally
colour in this, I think.
Sorry, Wayne, say that again.
I'm going to put some colour on the
Cool.
hat. Just using some ruby from the intrinsic Hampshire Sheen intrinsic colours range. I'll just put the colour on the main part of the hat. Obviously, if you're doing this yourself, you could do the tenon as well. I'm getting a bit of a bleed onto the tenon there. I'm not overly concerned. This is, at the end of the day, a demo piece.
$73 in.
Excellent.
Graham Haynes is asking you a question, Wayne.
Yeah.
Wayne, did you find out what was wrong with your lathe cutting out? Because I've got the same
No,
problem with mine.
no, actually, I didn't, Graham. All of a sudden, it just stopped doing that. Cut up. No, mine never cut out. Now, my lathe never cut out. What was happening with my lathe is that when I was turning it off, sometimes it wouldn't turn back on. So what I did, I took the switch housing to bits and basically blew it out. Steve was having the problems with his lathe cutting out. That wasn't me.
Yeah, mine's still doing it.
Could have just been dust in the control box, couldn't it?
It could have been.
The trouble is with a lot of these safety switches now, if you get a little bit of carbon, because they work on a magnetic connection, don't they? If you get a little bit of carbon on them, sometimes they just don't quite click in there, do they? No, mine keep cutting out for some reason, but you have to turn mine off, leave it for 4 or 5 minutes, turn off at the socket, leave it for 4 or 5 minutes, and then that will come back on. But all it is, I still think that's part of the PLC. Channel, the link for Doug's channel. Have you got that handy, Mark, or do you want me to find out?
Doug Miller's. Yeah. Bear with.
Put some sand and sealer on. Just wipe off the excess on this. Now I'm not going to be using Yorkshire grit on this, seeing as how I've coloured it. So what I will do, once the sand and sealer is dry, is just knock this back with a bit of, where's it gone? The orange web brass. Just knock the sand and sealer back.
Richard's
There's the link.
asked you a question there, Mark. Richard Spin Wood. I'll let you answer that one.
There's no right. Okay, the story is Pete from Twisted Trees absolutely hates and detests captive rings. He hates them so much, he actually had to do a couple the other day just to confirm his hatred. And I found it funny, so I said, oh, I'll do a captive ring on the next piece I do. The next piece I did was a box. And I've never seen anybody do a captive ring on a box. Why would you? But I did it anyway, just because I could, just to wind Pete up. And I found it so funny and so childish that I'm going to do it again tonight on my live. With Pete as an earworm.
Well, he might be an earworm to start with.
Well, he might not be an earworm now, yeah. JP's in. Hi, JP.
And Amy. Amy's joined. Hey, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Alex Lambie's just joined.
Pete is really the one to answer why captive rings are controversial. I would say they're controversial. They're just like Marmite. You either like them or you hate them.
Dave Miller just got some Joe Sonia intrinsic paints. Looking forward to trying them out. Oh, you won't be disappointed, David.
No, iridescent paints, Joe Sonia's.
Iridescence, that's the one. I always get them two mixed up. You won't be disappointed, that's for sure.
JP's asking, Wayne, did you just turn a Coventry goblet?
No.
It's a hat.
No, this is the hat for Gnomey McGnomeface.
Afternoon, Baz. Baz has joined.
Hi, Baz. Bonjour.
That's the hat done.
Wayne Pete's got a question.
Yeah.
He says he's desperate for stock, so he's refinishing a few old bowls. Got them back on the lathe. Any tips before he re-waxes them?
Not really, no. Are you
Clean with
well,
good clean with meths, or
well, are you returning them, Pete? Or are you just refinishing them?
I'll tell you as soon as he answers. JP hit 7,000 subs last night. Well done, JP.
Excellent. Well done, JP.
Well done, bud.
People have stopped subbing to me for some reason.
It's all right,
Now,
Doug.
this is going to be fairly straightforward, this is. I'm taking I'm taking it down a wee bit, size-wise, just so the hat is not so the body is a smaller diameter than the hat.
Peter said, just refinishing them. They're all good shapes, just unsold.
You could actually take the existing wax off with meth.
I'd probably be tempted to just give them a light sanding, go over with meths, and then Yorkshire grit, Hampshire sheen, or Yorkshire grit, and wood wax 22, or your favourite finish. That's how I'd do it, but whether that's right or not, I don't know.
So would not just Yorkshire gritting them take off the waxing?
It may well do.
Depends really what you want to take them back to, doesn't it?
JP's just give you a super chat. Wayne, damn it. I said practice piece, lol.
MEBS. No, it's not MEBS. Rex, it's not MEBS. Sorry, that's just my dodgy voice. Meths. Methylated spirits. You would know it as denatured alcohol.
I just want to take this in just a little bit. And I'll size it up again. Where'd I put my calipers? Oh, there they are.
Good afternoon, Mike. Mike, the Midnight Joker, just joined.
Hey, Mike. Said it'd be past. You were bang on, mate. Pete's just giving you a super chat.
Thank you, Pete.
He says his campaign funds to ban captive rings.
Mark's got to go back to work. Oh no.
See you later.
Got to go
See you later,
back.
Mark.
Turning. Take care. No, he's turning, I think. Take care, Mark.
Tournage de Bois in. Hi, Tournage. Sorry, I didn't see you earlier.
Try Not Woodworks just joined. Hi, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
We're getting there. Slowly but surely, but we're getting there.
Bill is in. Says good morning. Just a quick check before I head off to work. Morning, Bill.
Good morning. Bobby reckons it's 6:30 where he is.
Yeah. He says you guys get up early. It's 6:30 here. It's half past 1 in the afternoon here, buddy. We're in the future.
Yeah.
It's even more in the future where Amy is. It must be about midnight there.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday where Amy is.
Is it?
That's- Yeah.
11 hours ahead.
12:30 a.m. 12:31 a.m. It's just good to know that there's still internet tomorrow.
Yeah.
Amy's confirmed that there's still going to be internet tomorrow. We'll be all right.
It's okay. The world hasn't ended at any point today because there's
Yeah.
still a tomorrow. Pete says, blimey, I got a pack of chestnut safety cloths in this drawer. Bought them off Emma when she demoed at the local club about 2 years ago. He may open them one day. Don't do it, Pete. If you open them, you have to buy more.
Red Eye Dave's in. Hi, Red Eye.
That's a new name.
Hi, guys and gals. Hello, Wayne and crew.
Good afternoon, Red Eye.
Richard's put, stop messing with my head. James Cassidy's put, after seeing Andrew Hall's demo on Sunday making a smoking snowman, I wonder who make the first smoking gnome.
So was that an incense burner then?
I reckon so. I didn't see it. That would have been on the thingy yesterday, wasn't it? The all afternoon thing. I bet that'll be true.
Oh, it must be at this time. Must be. Yeah, that's it.
Mike the Midnight Joker asks, will Mr. McGnomeface have real beard hair?
No, he'll have full beard hair. Because there's no way I'm shaving mine.
Chris Dodds is in. He says, it's yesterday, today, tomorrow, where I am here in Australia. Thank you. My head's just exploded.
Bobby from Troy Knight has said, I've been working on making a smoking gnome with a long pipe.
Hodgepodge says, the rumour is, if...
Sorry.
I can't. Oh, yeah, no. The rumour is, if Wayne uses his beard on this gnome, it will come to life like Pinocchio. Hodgepodge, don't do that to me.
Well, that's a good enough reason not to do it, because it might start drinking.
Sit in the corner winking at Wayne at night.
Hodge, you lunatic. I can't breathe. I'm still chuckling about that.
There we go. I might just make this just a little bit shorter.
Oh, dear. Somebody has to buy Wayne a gnome hat. That would just complete. Ruby Claire's in. Hi, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
88 in, Wayne.
Excellent. Thank you very much, guys.
I need to go in. Don't quickly. You've got 30. You've only been going 37 minutes, so you've got plenty of time.
No, I've got the fiddly bit to come next.
Yes, Mark, I am. 8 o'clock tonight. Can I chuck my link in, Wayne, please?
Yep.
There you go. There's a link for my live tonight, 8 o'clock UK time. Just a bit of silliness tonight.
I use Yorkshire grit on the body because I'm not colouring the body.
Well, someone did do a demo where you can colour with Yorkshire grit, didn't they?
Yeah, I did.
Paul's
Why
put a
isn't that
spec
gone
column. Paul Lockwood's put a suspect column as they're ready or waiting. Already waiting. Logged in. Put his first comment in.
There you go. It's a very good question, Tornage. Glad you asked it. Deserves a good answer.
Probably.
I'm going to make a box, Tornage. Lidded box. There may or may not be a captive ring involved.
Michael Stratton. Good afternoon, Wayne and everybody. When Andrew's smoking snowman in the quiz yesterday morning, I asked Andrew to donate it to his local cancer charity to auction off to raise funds. Well, that's very kind of you, Michael. That is.
Nice one.
Congratulations
Well
on
done,
winning.
sir. Very nice.
Yeah, very good.
Right, who's asking about how I'm going to drill the
Benjamin.
nose?
Benjamin was.
Right, okay. Right, I'm going to use my drilling jig. This is a ring. All I've done, I've got, this is a piece of elm that I've turned down to an inch diameter to go into the tool post. Then there's a ring that's on there to hold it in place, and I've got it actually set. It's center height.
Barry's got a question. Can you spray colour over sand and sealer?
What's right?
Cellulose.
I've gone through this before. Okay, if you're using stain, it should go onto bare wood. If you're using paint, what I recommend doing is putting sand and sealer on first because it acts as a primer. If you're having some trouble on some parts of the grain, like especially on end grain, sort of going into there, I'll show it better on here. On end grain, okay. Sometimes what you find is if you put stain on end grain, the color is a hell of a lot darker and it soaks in a lot more because it's on end grain. So what you can do, if you're going to color end grain as well as the other grain, what you can do is put sand and sealer on the end grain, and that way the stain won't soak in as much.
I think the best way to remember it is the way Martin says is sand, stain, seal, or sand, seal, paint, finish.
Yeah. I think if you're using an aerosol or a cellulose paint, then you need to seal it first, really. Like Wayne said, that acts as a primer.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to knock it back and repaint it. Right. There was a lot of discussion went on at the meeting on Tuesday night about the way Rebecca puts the hole in for the nose to fit in. Because what Rebecca tends to do, she has the piece parted off and she will actually just put that there, and she'll hold the piece in her hand while she's drilling. And there was a lot of discussion going on about that. So using a drilling jig works very well to do that type of thing.
Great little job.
Grand. So what I'll do now, I'll just get this parted off. Then I need to turn the little bit decoration for his hat and the decoration, sorry, and his nose as well.
Keith's having to pop off. See you later, Keith.
See you later, Keith. Martin from Forking Hours has put question. If colouring, is it colour, then sealer, then Yorkshire grit, then wax? To be honest, if I'm colouring, I don't Yorkshire grit.
No, don't use Yorkshire grit. Yorkshire grit is an abrasive. It's not a finish, it's an abrasive. And if you use Yorkshire grit over the top of stain, you're just going to wipe it off. Right, so that's that done. That's the body done and the head done. So that's them.
Nice.
So now we're just going to do the nose and the decoration for the top of his hat. I'll take this chuck off. Put the other chuck on. which has already got some wood in there in the pin chuck. So what I'll do is just pull this out a wee bit. So I've got a bit of room there.
So Paul Lockwood's replied or said, I use Yorkshire grit over wood with the dies and had no difference other than leaving a great finish.
Okay then.
Jigsy's shed is in. Hi, Jigsy.
Hi, Jigsy.
Drop the tool rest down a little bit and stick some shape into this.
Baz has just put, I've just had a, oh, where's the question? I've just had a yum nut. What on earth is a yum nut? What a creation that is. It's a yummy, yummy donut hybrid. I like it. I like it.
It's a
Never
Yum
heard of
Yum Donut hybrid. Okay.
Never heard of a yum nut.
Okay, Paul's clarified what he meant. A dye will penetrate the wood more, where a stain will sit more on the surface, and a paint like Joe Sonia right on the top of the surface. So Yorkshire grit on the first, but not on the other two. Okay. That makes a bit more sense, yeah.
Yeah. So you use Yorkshire grit on a dye, not on a stain.
Yeah.
Makes it.
Ben says he used Yorkshire grit with intrinsic colours just to experiment, and as Wayne predicted, it did remove all the colour, just like Wayne says.
That's why he's the wood wizard, you see. He knows.
He is.
Now just take this off.
Oh, God. That's absolutely heaving it down outside. I can hear it through the roof of the workshop.
Can't see it from my house.
I can't see it from here either. I can hear it. I can't see it. I can hear it. Lewis from Quandike has joined. Hi, Lewis.
Hi, Lewis.
Put that to one side. And now we'll just turn his nose.
Richard RJK Spinningwood says there was a guy in Canada who told me that the literature that came with his Yorkshire grit said that you can put oil over Yorkshire grit. Yes,
Yes,
can.
you can.
Yeah,
Wayne's done it live. I've done it many times. It works.
You can even use lacquer over the top of Yorkshire grit.
I used Danish oil over the top of Yorkshire grit. Worked fine. There you go, Steve. Go to Marks and Spencer's. You can get yum nuts there.
really?
According to Barry, yeah.
I can't afford to shop at Marks and Spencer's. Colin reckon that's sunny in Spalding. Spalding's only about 20 minutes down the road from me. I think I'll drive down there. I don't know if you guys absolutely. I can hear it really heavy. Flooded drive, I reckon.
Oh, Pete says he'd finished the refurb on an old bowl. He went for some dry nightweb to cut through the wax surface, followed by Yorkshire grit, used in the usual way, but without sealer. Then Hampshire Sheen High Gloss looks brand new. Good one.
Nice.
Right,
Night, Amy.
Night, Amy. Take it easy.
So,
Hi, Di. Di Proud's in.
Okay.
right, get some of these tools cleared away.
Wood Dude says, I've obviously missed a lot, but he's just scored a couple of cherry trees from the tree surgeons outside. Nice one.
Nice. Fred Gilliver's just joined. Hi, Fred.
Get it sealed quick before it cracks.
Yeah, definitely.
Even look at that stuff and it cracks. Hi, Fred. Shoulders played up.
Hi, Barry. Barry Wood Creations joined.
Now, if you are doing this, I always try and get the nose lined up so the grain on the nose is going horizontal. So that's the nose stuck on. And what I'll do now, I'll just put the decoration in the top of the hat. Oh, shaky hands. Come on.
Di Proud's got a question.
Yeah.
He's taken down a eucalyptus today. You know how readily it cracks. What do you reckon? Seal and store or rough turn?
I don't think it matters. Either way, eucalyptus is going to crack. And that's the decoration. Oh, that's a bit off. That's better. That's the decoration on the top of the hat. So I'll put the hat in the body. No, I'll not be putting the body to one side because I'm going to be working with it. Right, what I've used is this pretendy fur. Now, what you've got to look at when you're working with this is the grain direction of the fur. It basically goes in one way. So that's going to be the beard pointing down that way. And you don't just cut out a triangle, because if you just cut out a triangle, what tends to happen is that you're actually cutting through all the fur, so you're going to get raggedy edges. So what I used, I'm sure I put it back in my pocket. I did. I used a comb, and you're going to, it's going to be a V cut. Sorry, a triangle. And that's it there. So that's the triangle. So that's the bottom of his beard. This is the top. That's going to sit around the rim of the box. So what I did was actually part the fur. So you actually get just about down to the fabric before you cut it. And that's that was the recommended way that Rebecca was showing people how to do in her demo. So that I've already done that. That's a fiddly bit. So I've already done that. And the other thing she does is that this is going to sit, it's going to get glued on to the rim of the box there. So I'm just going to sand that and take off some of the finish. But you need to have a hole for the nose. So what I do is, which way am I going? That way. You have it like that. And what you can do, if you flip it over, you can actually see where the hole for the nose is going to be, which is going to be right in the center, around about there. I'm meant to
Great
dig
minds
out,
think alike, Steve.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm meant to dig out a small set of scissors that I've got, and I can't remember where the hell we are now. Because the scissors I've got are quite big. I'm just going to try and make a cross cut with this Stanley blade. It probably won't work because this is about as sharp as I don't know what.
So is that fabric just from like a craft shop, Wayne? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then cut across. And see if that actually fits over the nose. Hopefully it will. And it does.
That's a
Hodgepodge says it's a bit extreme. He started gathering all the swept up cat hair for his gnomes. Okay.
Right. So I'm using accelerator, and I'm just going to put a spray of accelerator along the top of the fabric. Then I'm going to put a small amount of super glue. Along there, a wee bit too much. Get rid of that.
I'll just see the question from Baz. Baz has got a question for Wayne. Do you not keep the skins from the deer you get? I don't think that'd be quite the same, Baz.
Well, no. To tell you the truth, Baz, I don't. They tend to get. And I'm probably not supposed to do this, but I tend to just chuck them in the bin.
Pete says when he made one, he nicked a bit from inside a cushion cover. Capital letters, not recommended. I got in trouble. Oh, yeah, I can imagine you would.
Right. Now to see if I can put a kilt on him.
Robert Dolman says to Hodgepodge, it's not
I'm
nice
not
to
gonna
shave the cat. Wayne does not recommend shaving a cat for gnome hair. No cats were shaved in the making of this gnome.
No small furry animals were injured during the making of this Gnomey McGnomeface.
Robert's also put, I wouldn't want to use beaver hair. It's too sticky.
Hodgepodge.
You gotta calm down, sir. Oh,
poor old Harry. Sorry, Wayne. We're getting distracted.
There you have them.
I like that.
That's wicked.
That's cool.
Little Gnomey McGnomeface. What time are we on? Oh, we're on 2 o'clock. I'm not going to bother putting a kilt on him. I'm just going to leave him as he is. So there he is.
That's really wicked.
That's just my interpretation of what Rebecca did last weekend. I mean, she does she's absolutely brilliant. Turner, she really is. What are these getting up to in the chat?
Ian Leonard says, which one's Wayne?
Like, can you block him?
Oh dear. Can't say I've gone.
Yeah, put him in timeout or something.
I love that. That's
just
cool.
hold him up again, Wayne. Just hold him up again.
Twinsies. Yeah. Twinsies. me of mine, mate.
Oh, Lord. I'm going to pay for this tonight, aren't I?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, I like that. That was good. I like that, Wayne. Very nice.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Good. So
Something
that's
different.
another one. I've got quite a few more to do because they are going to go into the shop. So I've got quite a few more to do.
I suppose you can do different sizes. They haven't got to all be that size, have they?
Oh no! You can do different sizes, and what you can do as well. I don't know if you've seen any of Rebecca de Groot's work, but she actually does a lot of insect forms with the legs and everything all joined together. And you can do the same with the hat. You can actually cut the hat at different angles. You can make sort of 1, 2, maybe 3 cuts in the hat. And what you do is the piece that's cut, you turn it around so it comes out at an angle and then back out again.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So she showed how to do that as well. She's absolutely brilliant. She really is. And she no, that's just what I was talking about there, Paul. I've never had a fancy to do them, and I saw Rebecca on YouTube doing a demo at a wood turning club in America, and there's a lot of thought processing going into how the cut and everything, how the legs are cut or how the hats are cut and everything, and I don't tend to do thinking very well. Right, guys. Yes, you can, Pete. You can. I'll back you up on that one.
Buckets.
Time out the host.
I'm gonna hit the button. Thanks very much for coming in. Like Mark said, he's on tonight, so we'll probably have some laughs in that one. Keith's on tomorrow lunchtime. Richard, the Beard times 16 is on tomorrow night. And Nick will be on Wednesday at lunchtime. I'll be back on Wednesday night. And just to let you know, before I forget, Christmas Day. Christmas Day is a Friday. I usually do a live on a Friday. I'm still doing a live. I'm still going to be doing me 1 o'clock live. I probably won't have any worms, but I'll just come on for an hour and do something anyway, just in case people are getting hacked off with family and things and they want to escape.
Yeah. No, never.
Right, I'm going to hit the button. Thanks a lot for coming in, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.
See you later, folks. Have a good day.
Bye, everybody.